Well, I wasn't going to make a video on this. I really wasn't. But given the tone and the way this brother, and I've seen a few of his videos. This is Derrick Jaxn for those that don't know. This is Derrick Jaxn. And here's his wife. Now, Derrick Jaxn is known for being almost a Steve Harvey type of dude, giving out dating advice and stuff. But by Steve Harvey type of dude, basically he's a younger, more buff version of Steve Harvey. But he doesn't have Steve Harvey's bank account. In other words, he's the type that panders to women and puts down, basically goes in on men, especially black men. But now it comes to find out that Mr. Perfect isn't so perfect. He basically revealed, I don't know how long ago it was, but it was recently, that he had been cheating on his wife for quite some time. And this is from the same guy that used to condemn dudes for cheating on their girlfriends or their wives and doing this and that and other. Turns out he's doing the same thing. This, in some ways, this type of dude is more dangerous than a straight up dude that'll tell you, hey, it is what it is. I got this girl, got that girl. You want to be with me? That's how it is. Take it or leave it. Or somebody that'll flat out just tell you, hey girl, I want to get that. You know, as disrespectful as that is, some ways a guy like this is worse because he's nothing but a wolf in sheep's clothing. Now, some people say, oh, we all make mistakes. Yeah. But when I do, let's say myself, I do the Simping Epidemic on All Levels video, I admit I'm flawed. I'll even tell you sometimes my stories of my mistakes, maybe to help you get perspective and maybe help you avoid making them mistakes. I basically put it out there. This guy tries to act like he has no flaws at times, and now we're finding out he does. And speaking of his wife, yeah, she tried to act all supportive in there, talking about, well, I left for quite some time. I didn't come back until, I'm paraphrasing what she said. Talk about she didn't come back until she saw some significant changes, but I personally think there's some money involved, because look at the look on her face. If you can find the video, look at the look on her face. I don't think she's all that enamored. This is business. This is basically business with her. There ain't no love there. I wouldn't be surprised while she was separated from old dude if she let a dude or two tap that booty. And for those that say, well, she looks all plain and stuff. Hey, some of them plain Janes can get down. And sometimes they be coming in them frumpy clothes, but then when you get them barefoot naked, fa-boom, they got a nice little body looking under them clothes. Just saying, man. Just saying. Anyway, she does not look all that happy at all. And as for Mr. Derrick Jaxn, look at him, man. He looked like deer in the headlights in this still that I caught. In fact, the whole video, he looked like deer in the headlights. He knows he is screwed. He knows he is. And quite honestly, I can't feel sorry for him because, yeah, he would put out some decent advice in his videos, but I always sensed a condescending tone with him. And cats like that, I don't care how good the advice is. If you come at me with a condescending tone, like I'm beneath you, or try to act like I'm the dumbest, I'm dumb, you're smart, I don't care how good the advice is. I stop listening to you. You could be still going. Yeah. It sounds like, it sounds like language on Charlie Brown. Wah, 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 wah. That's what it sounds like to me. Because at that point, I'm not listening to you. I'm not listening to you at that point. And that's what it sounds like to me. I mean, you come at me condescending like I'm some dumbass. I'm not gonna listen to you. Why should I give you any respect when you obviously don't have any respect for me as a person? And quite frankly, in a way, a guy like this is worse because he's feeding women false hope. That's why I compare him to Steve Harvey. And to some degree, he's been compared to Tyler Perry in the sense they give women false hope and false ideas of what relationships are. Just like some of these men on YouTube give men false ideas of what relationships are. Or just like skin flicks give false ideas to both men and women about how sex is. But that's that's another video for another time. In some ways, he's more damaging than a bunch of players, because at least players will tell you straight up who they are and what they are. This guy tries to pretend to be something he ain't. And there's an old saying: a lie that is half a truth is the blackest of lies. And for those that say, he messed up, he made a mistake. No, this is probably the first time he's been caught. He's probably done this several times. And probably not just with that one woman that basically busted him. Because from what I understand, the woman basically went online and busted him out. And his wife found it. It's probably the first time he's been caught. But I'll bet you he's done it many times, multiple times. So, he doesn't get no applause from me on this. He doesn't get no applause from me on this. And that's my whole issue with him. I mean, what's between him and his wife is between him and his wife. Why did she leave him and this, that? That's really none of my business. My issue is the way he used to come at dudes in his videos, yet here he is doing the same thing he's condemning other dudes for doing. And that, to me, is even worse. Anyway, that's it for this edition of A.T.S.B.S. And for those of you that don't know, it simply stands for Ain't This Some Bull?